Good afternoon, everyone. Not late video, I know. I mean, I guess it's not really as late as some of my other ones, just because of technical difficulties that I've had. But so welcome back to the next episode of A Pantheon of Apollo. It is Saturday, May 4th. May the 4th be with you, everybody. Very happy about another May 4th. Um, so we had some issues and I had to go back. So this is what we're working with right now. This is where we've gotten. Let's go to the rendered view. You guys can see. Is it this? And then go to object mode just so you can see. So this is what we've got. I can move the camera. And then yeah, anyway, I'm sorry, I'm sidetracked. So the reason we're doing a late recording today is because we got rained out Monday, and I didn't have a chance to do any videos Monday because the children required attention, those tiny humans that I'm always talking about. And so they're not doing. I mean, they're doing better now, but they just had a rough go, and so I didn't get no recording done. What was it? M to collection. Let's do collection 2, yeah. And then landscape, new collection. All right, so I have a couple things that I learned that I'm pretty excited to share with you guys. I learned how to manage our collections. I learned how to do that. What you do, and it's really simple. So what you do is you have your objects, anything in your viewport can be put into a collection. So let's say I want this, the beginning to my temple here. You can see that it's now highlighted under the collection. It's just the collection's name is just collection. But let's say you wanted to move it to a different collection. All you do is hit M, and now you have all your collections. So you can move it to a new collection, or you can move it to one of your existing collections. So now watch this. This is where I'm happy that I learned this. This is amazing because this is going to help us. So now let's say I want to work with just our landscape right here. I can hit this and it hid everything in that collection. So now all of those objects that I used to go over here and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope, they're all hidden. And I can bring them all back, or I can hide them individually, but just like I can go down here to my landscape and I can hide that. Anything I put under that is going to be hidden. So that is a lesson that we just learned, and I'm pretty excited for that. See, now, let's see. There we go. All right, what I just did there, uh, I don't know why or how I managed to do it, but when I created these pillars, I wanted them to be joined with the floor, so that way it was all just one object that I can grab onto, and I didn't have to constantly, do each one individually, one at a time, and move them over here. Especially what I've been doing. I'm going to show you guys what I've been doing. I'm going to go back to this. No, what view was I using? This view. So what I'm doing and what I've been doing is trying to get my landscape right here to look right, because if I take this and I put it down where I want to, you can see that it's not going to be right. So now if I hold shift and I can move my camera around with the center mouse wheel, you can see that it's just not right. So what I've been doing is I'm going to do this, grab Z, move it up here out of the way. I'm going to go to edit mode. Let's click this object first. I'm going to go to edit mode. And I've just been trying to kind of get this landscape right. So box select. What I've just been doing is it's just a really time-consuming process that I was hoping to have done because I haven't found a faster way to do this. I've learned a few tricks by doing it, and that's really the goal here is just to learn the tricks one at a time. I'm not in any hurry by any means. Um, I think a lot of artists, especially when they're starting out, they download Blender and they spend a little bit of time practicing, and then they get this mentality where, oh, I should be farther along. I mean, I did it. You guys can go back and see the video where I talk about it. And it's just an easy trap to fall into. Be easy with yourself. You know, you just remember it's a learning process. And no matter how fast you are learning it, you have to keep in mind that, again, it's just keep in mind it's a process. Don't be hard on yourself. Don't expect, don't expect don't expect professional quality anytime soon. While I do have plans to monetize this in a specific way by making my own animations, I have a cool idea for like a hybrid, like I don't know how you would say it, like a mix between animated cartoon or and like a comic book type of thing. But the more I think about it, the more that I think that's what's going to be happening anyway, because the process that I'm going to use to make all this happen uh, later on, what we're doing now is we're just building the things we need to get going. That's not high enough. Because no matter what I do, I need a world for my stories to take place. And I'm wrestling with the idea of gambling. And no, not like actual gambling. But what I mean is that there's a lot of rules that the world has. Of course, you know that. Everybody knows that. But what I mean specifically is that I have three basically completed, hashed out ideas. Um, Not really hashed out. I've been working on them since I was, oops, since I was early teens, maybe. I'm not sure when these ideas were first born. I know this idea for the Pantheon of Apollo was kind of bred and born in Miss Sayers' creative writing class, I want to say. I think that might be where it came from. She was an awesome teacher. I miss her. I have her on Facebook, and I don't see her post very often, but she was a great teacher. But she did my novels of choice class, which was basically reading for fun, which I loved. Don't let me fool you. That was one of my all-time favorite classes. I'm not kidding on that one. I've always been a huge reading nerd, comics nerd, um, because the situation I grew up in, reading was sometimes all I had. I don't know, I didn't really grow up, but for a long time, about 3 years. For me, that's a long time. If we lived anywhere for 3 years, which we did one time, that was a very long time for us to stay in one spot like that. But was right across the road from the public library, and they had children and young adults section down in the lower level. And that's where you could find me spending my time on almost any given day, really. And so I did a lot of reading. It's where I actually started gaming too, because what else could I do? I could read and game. So what I'm gonna do here, this is just some messed up geometry that I'm gonna try to rectify. But I guess what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do something a little different. I don't want to go through and just keep doing that over and over again. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So this is what we're gonna have. What I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna have to figure out how to make the mountain look bigger and the scene look smaller, because I want this to be a mountain. Like right now, I might have to use camera angles to make it look better. Maybe some fog to make it look bigger, because I really do want this to be um, more grand than it is. Let's go to object mode. I want to try something real quick. What's this? Oh, I'm already in materials. Okay. Image texture, and go to, you can see, I don't know if you guys can see this on OBS. Hold on. Yeah, you can. Awesome. So you can see that I'm getting more and more organized. Marble. I'm getting more and more organized with everything. Oh, that is beautiful. I love that. I'm glad I went with that. All right, so grab Z and right there. So that is amazing. That was the right choice, I think. All right, I am so okay with that. All right, now what I want to do is go to Shift D, duplicate that, and then I'm going to kind of work with this one real quick because, well, maybe that's not the right way to go. No, I think this is the right way to go. Let's see, where am I at? All right, so let's go M. Hit M, new collection. I'm gonna name this roof because I'm gonna turn this into the roof of our little temple structure here. I think the actual temple I'm gonna put inside the mountain. I think that would be cool. But I'm gonna go ahead and hide this, and I'm gonna hide this, and hide landscape. So now we have a really clean viewport. We're gonna go to edit mode. So you guys can kind of get a feel for how I built this. What I did is I created the platform by basically I took the pedestal that the sword was on, which is just the top of a cylinder, by the way, and I scaled it here to where I needed it. That is such a beautiful. I love this marble. This was the right choice. Anyway, I scaled it, then I duplicated it, dropped it down along the z-axis, axis, and then I scaled it up, dropped it down along the z, scaled it up, duplicate it, drop it along the z, scale it up, duplicate it, drop it. I just repeated that over and over again to make these steps. So if you look really close, you can see imperfections in them, in the scaling and everything, but that's okay because you can't really tell unless you're sitting here and I'm telling you about it and you can see it. Let's go back to Blender, see if I'm still recording. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna go to Z. We're gonna hit wireframe mode. I'm gonna box select. Let's do faces. Whoops. All right. What am I doing here? Oh yeah. Um. So How do I want to go about this? I think if I go like this, you know what, let's just select all. And then we are going to just, whoops, Shift Alt. There we go. I don't think this is going to work, guys. This might not work. Well, that's depressing. Let's try this. Shift Alt, Shift Alt, Shift Alt. I know this is going to be a slower video, but I think this will be the best way to go about it. Whoops. There we go. Now, no. Whoops. There we go. That worked. All right, so grab Z. So now what I can do, I might save these and use them later. That might be all right. So, how do I want to go about this? All right, so select this, go to, I'm gonna move this to, no, I'm gonna move these to a new selection. New collection, extra. I'm just gonna do that for now, so that way I can hide them like that. And I still have this, because this is what I needed. Needed to work with. So now I'm gonna go to edit mode. Face select. Grab Z. Make that a little thicker. Go back to face select. Go here. Scale. Nope. Control Alt. So, okay, I'm going to talk about this real quick. What's happening is, in order to select the whole ring, because you guys can see it goes, I don't know, hold on, let's go Z wireframe. See how it goes all the way around? What you have to do is you have to hit Shift Alt. But the problem is, and this is the problem I ran into. So I'm going to go back to solid. Shift Alt. If you just click here, it's going to be this whole face right here. And it took me a while to figure this out. But if I select this right here, you see how I'm in the middle? Then it selects what I need it to. So that's something just to remember. No. What did I do? I think I did. Whoops. Scale. I had it looking right at one point. What did I do, guys? Maybe if I... Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. No. All right, I'm going to try something. Let's do an experiment. I don't know what my record time is, but I don't want it to be any longer than it has to be. Control R. All right, so dang it. do Control Z. Control R. Like that. Oh, dang it. There. So then what I'm going to do is with line segment, I'm going to try, no, I need that one. So let's select this one and hold shift. Dang it. And then hit Control X. Okay. All right, so Control Z, then hit Shift. This one, then X. Whoops. There we go. And then face select here. Scale. Nope. Grab. Wait, grab along X. So grab X. No, I don't like how it does that. Maybe extrude X. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. The reason I started all this was because these right here, let's go back out of wireframe mode. These indents right here, I'm going to use, oops, I'm going to scale, select everything. Let's go to wireframe mode, everything, scale Z. There, just a little bit thicker. And then let's go back to object mode. Let's go to solid mode. Yeah, there we go. That's a little bit better to work with. And then I'll scale it back down when I'm done editing all this. But what I was saying is if you look at pictures of old cathedrals, a lot of old architecture, you'll see and notice that they cut out squares or designs, sometimes pyramids, triangles. They eliminate as much material as they can without compromising the overall structural integrity. Now, the reason that they do that is to make it lighter. And it also adds a lot of pleasing aesthetics to it as well. So, yeah, it's just it looks nice. And then some cathedrals and some temples, especially the Greek and the Romans, which is kind of loosely what I'm basing this off of, is they'll use these indents to put statues. A lot of times angels, demons, cherubs. I think it's cherubs. I'm not sure what the technical term is. Those baby angels. Sometimes just statues of the gods. I say angels. I'm talking about Roman Catholic on that one. But like for you'll see them if you go up and look at cathedrals. You'll see these indents that I'm talking about, and they fill them up with art, statues, designs, stuff like that. So that's kind of what I'm gonna try to go for, but only if I can make it look good. That's gonna be the important part. Where's the world icon? World. And then we're going to do here, environmental texture, open, sky. Let's do this one maybe. Open. Eek. No, don't like that one. Open. Oh wait, no, that's right. Oh, I'm screwing up. Cancel. Go open. We want HDRIs. That's what I needed. There we go. That adds some lighting to it. And then Shift A, import image as a plane, skies. Let's do this one. And then grab, scale way, way up. All right, so grab Y, rotate Z, Ooh. Scale X. Scale X. Scale Y. Scale Z. Just a little bit more. Scale out. There we go. So now, if I was to, now I'm going to add that. So I'm going to click on that plane that I just added for the sky. And then first I'm going to scale it back down. I don't like how it looks super scaled up. And I don't really need it that scaled. So, alright, so that'll be perfect. Alright, so hit 0, control save, because I've been doing quite a bit. Collection 1, I'm going to, how do I do this? Because I just want to select what's in. No, wait, why is this in here? This should be in its own collection. Let's do this. Add new collection. Temple floor. That's what I'm going to do that one with. So, all right. I think that's where I'm going to leave it for the day. As far as this video goes, that's probably where I'm going to leave it. I'm going to kind of just center this back down a little bit. How do I want to do this? Yeah. I'm going to check my render now. All right, render image. So that's what we got. I know you guys can't see the rendered. I still need to go ahead and, you know what, I'm going to save this. How do I save it? Image. Save this. Create new image. Open image. How do you save it? Image. I don't know how to save the render image. Control S. Nope. View. Oh, here we go. Save as. Save as. Create new dictionary. I know this isn't exciting. My pictures. Save as. All right. I don't know if it's going to be there, but we're going to try it. So I'm going to end the video, and I'm going to try to do some more work on it off the video, so that way I'm not just kind of wasting time recording the tedious details. You guys kind of see where I'm going with it and how everything's doing. And I'm going to work on 0, Control S. I'm going to work on getting the roof done. I'm going to work on getting the mountain to look more mountainous and rocky and actually like a mountain. I'm going to work on building the trail that goes all the way up the mountain to the temple. I'm going to work on, because the temple itself, this is going to be a totally separate temple where the sword's kept. The actual temple where you'll see the sculptures of the various gods that are going to be a part of the story, and where the story, the little 5-minute, 10-minute teaser. I'm not sure what to call that. That's going to take place is going to be in the temple. I have a whole story that I'm kind of writing out for this. Like I was saying earlier, I don't want to use my 3 finished pieces, my 3 really good ideas as training purposes. I want you guys to see them in their full glory and finished products. This is something I'm making up as I go. I'm writing a story just for this project. So that way, when I finish it and it's rendered out and recorded, and it's going to be about a 5 to 10 minute little animation, you're going to understand why our hero is risking his life to come to this temple. You're going to understand what's happening. I'm not going to give away too much, but until next time, have a happy weekend. Have an awesome Saturday. May the 4th be with you. I love you all. And yeah, have a good one.